Good evening. It is Debbie Davis. It is May 19th, 2025. The war against the deep state here in the United States. Okay. So today I went into the VA, and this has gone on since February that I've been trying to okay, so the physical therapy department at the VA is not good. And I just went through today, and that like there's nobody even working there. Okay, so because a lot of veterans have complained about that area, so we've just been requesting community care. So I do have an acupuncturist that I go to in community care who is very good, and then I requested massage therapy, and I got approved for 12 visits. Now this has gone on since February. I still can't get my massage in the community care. Okay, and the whole reason for that the community care was started is because there was such a waiting list for veterans at certain hospitals, especially Phoenix. There was over 100 veterans that died on waiting lists, and that is why under the first administration, the Trump offered this community care in the community because of the wait list, so veterans wouldn't die. Because insurance was getting so expensive, and a lot of people can't afford insurance, so they were dying because they weren't getting care. And so I go and talk to this woman, and she's horrible in the community, in the patient advocate area. She's been nothing but rude to me. Her name is Nikki. Okay, and then I'll get into a whole different situation here that that is very serious that I want to touch on, because there's infiltrators all over our government, and I personally believe this woman is not even a real VA employee. She just came. I've never seen her in patient advocate area before, and then there was this other woman that came out of nowhere before her named Stephanie, and she was horrible too. I mean, literally, this has gone on since February. I've just tried to get my massage therapy visits that I got approved for somewhere, and they keep giving me the runaround. And that one company that I exposed, Optum, they're playing games along with the employees at Patient Advocate and Community Care, and they're playing all these games with me. And they're canceling a bunch of people that were in the community care, that were helping veterans, that were doing a good job. And this Optum company is deep state CIA. So we can't trust Optum. I mean, we just cancel their contract completely. I mean, they are just worthless. Just worthless. I mean, I don't know. They said, well, we need somebody to do the insurance or something for this community care. Anyway, but don't go with Optum. Find somebody else. Optum is horrible. Excuse me. So then I go and talk to her today, and I said I still haven't gotten anything in the mail for this care in the community. So I went and excuse me, tried talking to her again today at the Patient Advocate. And she's like, oh, well, I'll have somebody contact you or whatever. And then I get this message saying, oh, they'll get me in July. Okay, the whole reason for community care is so we don't have to wait on a waiting list. That was the whole point in creating the community care.
She just has a few appointments per week, so her next availability is not until July. It looks like the second week of July.
Oh boy!
So Wednesday, July.
This has gone on. So this has gone on since February. So no big deal. Boy, that's just great veterans care, isn't it? Massage is not. Massage is therapeutic, and is therapeutic care. It is not. Because then like one of the people at community care even called me, and they're like, is this for like relaxation or therapeutic care? It's like massage therapy is therapeutic. I was a massage therapist myself. I'm a certified massage therapist, and I did it for many years. I worked at chiropractic offices and car accident victims, and it's just so ridiculous. So I had that happen today, but a more serious note that I want to talk about is these infiltrators all over our government, and the most dangerous ones of all are these nurses that are not even real nurses. They're CIA people. Okay, so I did a video a couple months ago about this issue that I had at this blood bank here, this CSL. There's this literally like a fake nurse would just put in the system, that I should be deferred for absolutely no reason at all. No reason at all. And then I did a video, you can watch it, CSL, the fake nurse at CSL. And she's not even a real nurse. There's literally like a whole epidemic of these fake nurses that I found here online that are getting these degrees fakely. And this is like, okay, so this is a really serious issue. The most serious. Okay. So I'm gonna play some of these videos that I found about these fake nurses. And okay, yeah. Okay. Fake nursing scheme. Okay, there's a bunch of them. So this is
federal agents busted this massive crime ring involving fake nurses.
Fake
it's getting
nurses.
A lot of play.
Oh yeah, this is
trending online this morning. Operation
these are CIA nurses. And then there's like 4 more videos I found, and they're getting these fake degrees, fake diplomas.
And alleged that those criminals were selling fake nursing diplomas.
Fake nursing
for
diplomas.
$15,000 a pop. Now there are serious questions about how many patients could have been endangered by this.
This was 2 years ago.
This has been going on. Our Kelsey
This is
Prinstein
2 years ago.
Hospital.
This is 2 years ago. Okay, but I found like 4 more videos. Okay, so this is like a whole epidemic. This is a whole, okay, the whole. Okay, all right, here. Okay, here we go. Sorry. Okay, so imposter nurse charged with fraud sentenced 51 months. Okay, I found that one. Can look up that video. Imposter nurse. Okay, then there's Ontario. It happened in Ontario. A fake nurse issue in Ontario. Fake nurse who worked in British Columbia in Ontario. Situation there. These are CIA people pretending to be nurses. Okay, this is who was killing a bunch of people under COVID. They would infiltrate these hospitals and kill the COVID people. You can't tell me that this isn't, that there wasn't something going on there, with all these people dying in the hospitals. And so, this is, and believe me, I found more. Okay, this is a very serious issue. Okay, then we got yeah. So this
She spent years treating thousands of patients.
This lady faked her credentials.
Now one long-time employee
faked her credentials for 15 years.
It was an anonymous tip. I came in.
So you can look up that one.
Received a phone
Okay,
call.
so we have an epidemic in this country. Where we can't even go to a hospital without knowing if have a real nurse or not now. Okay, here's another one.
How did this woman become
Fake
a fake
nurse.
nurse and infiltrate hospitals?
Yeah.
In a shocking case of medical fraud, Amanda Leanne Porter, 44, stands accused of posing as a nurse and treating patients at multiple California hospitals. The audacious scheme unraveled at St. Joseph Medical Center in Burbank, where Porter cared for around 60 patients before being exposed. Authorities revealed she obtained the job using another nurse's identity, earning 2 paychecks before termination.
Okay, so
Porter allegedly
some of them are
repeated this
using they're looking up other people's credentials somehow. Okay, they're using some other people's credentials or badges.
Assistant Manager and
Okay, we got the CIA in here using their fake doctors. Oh yeah, this happened. This is the video that I did at CSL. At CSL here, where this, and they didn't even have badges on, and they were trying to defer me for no reason. Fake nursing scandal.
A scandal in scrubs. The chief motivation for this type of crime is almost always greed.
The feds say that thousands of nurses may be working near you with a fake nursing diploma. And in a Shade Room exclusive, we found out that black students may be the main targets.
It's definitely disproportionately impacting minority communities.
I'm Justin Carter. This is TSR Investigates.
Okay, so this is TSR Investigates scandal. Okay, and they're literally like looking up people's credentials or something and just stealing their credentials and then putting somebody else's license on the paperwork. This one girl said.
Federal agents busted this massive crime ring involved.
Okay, there's that one, and then fake nurse stole a bunch of credit cards. Stole credit cards from Children's Hospital. Okay. This was one. Okay. Yeah. What they said is that they could literally just get the information for somebody else's license or something right off. Right off some kind of medical website or something. This is what. So this is like a very serious scandal. I mean, I feel very unsafe going into the hospitals here now. I literally had food poisoning just like a few weeks ago. I'm into natural remedies and everything, so I just treat myself, half the time. But yeah, they literally just said, no, we're not going to give you anything. And I mean, I know I had some kind of food poisoning, and they were literally like scary at the VA. They were scary. This nurse was scary, and and I said, well, and they said, well, what are your symptoms? And I said, well, you can't really like test somebody properly for food poisoning. Like, what are you going to do, a stool test? What is that going to come back in 3 days or whatever? It's like, if you think somebody has food poisoning, then you just treat them, because especially if it's like serious food poisoning, they could die, like botulism or something, no. And they just said, well, we would have to, do some blood work or this or that. And it's like, really, I don't think blood work shows food poisoning. Anything with food poisoning. They were just ridiculous. I was like, really? Blood work? You think that's going to show some food poisoning? I mean, it's just, because I was a CNA for many years, and I was a massage therapist, and I was a medical supply in the military. It's not like I don't know, anything about these things, so yeah, and I just said, forget it. If you're not going to treat me, I'm going to leave. And this nurse nurse starts putting this IV in here in me, and I said, well, you already told me that you're not going to treat me, and so I'm gonna leave. And she literally starts stalking me out, and I said, I'm going to leave now. She literally starts stalking me out the VA, following me with security. And I said, excuse me? What are you doing? You said you're not going to treat me. And so I am going to leave. And now they like literally they were stalking me, and I was freaking out, like starting to oh, are you trying to like keep me here at the VA now for, are you trying to like medically kidnap me? It's like, literally they were stalking me throughout the whole hallway until I got outside. I took a video of it, and I finally just took out the IV thing. And she said, well, we just want to make sure you're okay, and we have to take out your IV. And I said, ma'am, I already took it out. Get away from me. And I turned around and I videotaped it. I said, I already took it out, and then they had security like stalking me. So this is scary. And I've, and we've heard of the horror stories that went on during COVID. And I believe that these weren't even real nurses and doctors. I believe these were CIA infiltrators in these hospitals that were killing people. I mean, so many people died of COVID. I mean, some of them died of the real, thing that could have been treated, and some of them died. A lot of people died at these hospitals, and these are fake nurses. This is the thing I want to touch on today. Okay, and just be really careful at these hospitals here. Because I believe that a lot of our hospitals and nurses and doctors have been infiltrated, and so we have to check into where were they getting these degrees and stuff like that. Because this one lady said she did it just for money, and she said it was really easy actually. I mean, to find out what was the one lady, she explained that she just looked on some kind of website or something, and she said it was super easy, and she just faked somebody else's license, and she didn't get caught for years, and she just made a bunch of money at it. Okay, so this is a video that I want to do. So I don't know how they are doing this, but apparently they're hacking in to other nurses' licenses somehow and using that license. So it's something with the whole medical board or something. The whole medical board needs to address this. How are they getting these fake licenses, and why isn't this being overseen somehow? So, of course, this goes all the way to the top, which the CIA has, I'm sure, infiltrated that area of the government, so it's all the CIA. And these are the most dangerous people I've ever met. They've been after me for years, and they are not normal. They are chipped, and they're under mind control, and they are the most dangerous people I've ever met in my life. And so we certainly can't have them be nurses or doctors. Okay, so this is what I want to touch on today. I have more. I mean, there's so much more I'll do. Like I said, I'm doing videos every day.